So next steps, really everybody in this room should be engaging the ownership. And that can be everything from chatting with people in the elevator, to having an info session, to just having a general discussion at your next general meeting and just bringing it up. I always like using that end of the meeting, especially if it hasn't been a really long meeting, in general discussion, just to say, this is not a binding vote, but who, wants to paint the lobby pink, and who thinks short-term rentals is an issue, and have that general discussion where everybody can discuss, and you can get feedback from what the owners want. And so I think everybody in this room really should go back and engage their ownership and find out, okay, short-term rentals, what's everybody feeling like on it? Do you want to outright ban it? Do you want to allow home swaps? I wish I could do a home swap in France. Do you want to allow rentals that are 30 days in length, or what do you want to do? And then have a bylaw crafted. Most likely you're going to engage a lawyer to craft a bylaw, especially we talked about this because on other seminars we've had one specific bylaw that we can get at a discounted rate if we lean on the lawyers. But in this one we can't, because it's so specific to what you want and what each strata corporation's bylaws are. It really does need to be customized, and so you really do need to get a lawyer, especially if you're going to be trying to assess a $1,000 fine. You want to make sure you've got the right bylaw so it can stick. And then build that effective strategy, which is what we talked about before. It's not about the fines, it's about how do we stop it, or how do we get everyone to comply to our standard bylaws. And then measure the impact. If you notice that your listings of short-term rentals, if your strata corporation decides to ban them, does the listing stop? Does it go away? Because if you aren't measuring it, you can't tell if it's having a positive impact or not. And then just repeat it. With the way legislation is changing, and like you're saying, like it's an online platform, things are changing rapidly. I know we're going to be talking about car sharing soon, because electric car sharing is going to come, and we're going to have some specific bylaws as things advance. So really you want to repeat engaging the ownership, finding out what they want, finding out how it's best suited, have a bylaw crafted, and then implement and measure.